Hey guys, welcome. My name's McKenzie. I'm going to be leading you through our heart opening flow today. For our class, you'll want a blanket as well as 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, books also work great. So we'll begin by actually rolling that blanket up. So go ahead and open it nice and wide, and then rolling it, depending on the kind of blanket you have. You'll want to create a blanket roll that will actually support this heart opening. So the bigger the roll, the bigger this opening is going to be. The smaller the blanket, the smaller it will be. So go ahead and bring your blanket to the top of your mat. Bend through those knees. Inhale, lengthen long through the arms. Really reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, slowly lean back, press your vertebra into the earth. You can bring your hands to the blanket, and you want that blanket to be right under the shoulder blades here to assist. Slowly let the head come down and the arms can open wide. From here, let's take a nice full body stretch, reaching out through the fingers and the toes, lengthening here. And then bending back into those knees, we'll let the arms relax nice and long into a T. And allow soles of the feet to come together, knees can splay outward. Enjoy some nice full deep breaths right where you are, noticing the energy that you are arriving in today for our practice. Meeting yourself right where you are. Notice the support of your prop and the earth underneath your body. And take note of where your limbs meet the surface of the earth. And with your next few breaths, allow yourself to arrive here in our space together. With each inhale, ballooning the sky up, ballooning the belly up towards the sky. And with each exhale, allowing the belly to release. Let's take 2 more like that. An invitation for our practice today to meet yourself where you are with total acceptance and love, noticing what you're noticing in the physical body, noticing how you're feeling mentally and emotionally throughout our practice, and bringing a piece of allowance and acceptance to all that is here. With your next inhale, slide those hands down to the thighs. Exhale, and then inhale to draw the knees together. Reach those arms wide again. And as you exhale, roll to whichever side you prefer, come into a little fetal position and press your blanket roll up to support your head. We'll come back down and relax for a few breaths. Feel the space through the back of your heart, this opening that's already happening. And then with your next inhale, slowly press yourself up. Go ahead and flutter open those eyes. And we'll come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Palms can be face up. We'll close down the eyes and take a big inhale to swoop those arms high. Exhale, hands into the heart. Press the side edges of the thumbs into the heart, connecting with your breath and your heartbeat here. Drawing in any other specific intention that you would love for your practice today. Taking 2 more breaths right where you are. And then slowly fluttering open the eyes, we'll let the hands come down to the thighs. Inhale, reach those arms up. Gaze comes up if it's okay for the neck. Exhale, cactus, open the arms, shine the heart forward. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand on the right thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen, press through those sits bones. And as you exhale, twist deeper, peek over that right shoulder, press the hand into the thigh. Feel a big spreading through the back of the left shoulder. Next, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Once you arrive, inhale, lift and lengthen. Press those sits bones down. Exhale, twist deeper. Peek over the left shoulder, melt the right shoulder blade down. Any tension in the neck. Releasing down that right side. One more breath here. And inhale to come back through center. Exhale, cactus open. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands through the heart. Once they arrive, big inhale. Exhale, fingertips plant down, crawl forward. You can stay up on the hands. You can rest the elbows or use your blocks here. Maybe you want to rest the forehead here on a block. And we'll enjoy a few breaths right here, relaxing into this pose, continuing to lengthen through the spine in this forward fold. Fingertips down. Next, inhale, press yourself up. Bring those hands behind your sits bones, fingers facing the hips. And then with your next inhale, reach the heart up. Head comes back slightly. Press those sits bones down. Hand and weight into the hands. And exhale to press yourself back up. You can keep the fingertips where they are. We'll just switch the cross of the legs. Next inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, arms up. Go ahead and hold the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, pull the left side of your body to lengthen. And as you exhale, bend to the right, peek under your left armpit and breathe. Next, inhale, gaze comes up, reach those fingertips high. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, arms reach. Holding the right wrist with the left hand, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend to the left, peek under the right armpit. Maybe even spiral the heart up towards the sky. Next inhale, come on up. Exhale, cactus open. Arms reach. And back through heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, lead with the heart. Forward fold, hinge over the hips. And enjoy a few breaths here. Next inhale, press yourself up. Hands plant behind the sits bones. Inhale, reach that heart up. Little back bend as you bring weight into the hand. Shoulders stay stacked over the wrists. And exhale to come through center. I'm going to move right into our tabletop pose. So go ahead and plant the hands. Roll onto the knees. And then find your hips stacked right over the knees. Shoulders stacked right over the wrists. Like bend in your elbows here. With your next inhale, send your gaze up, spread through those sits bones. Exhale, press your hands into the earth, pull your belly button towards your spine and empty out completely. Only once you've completely emptied out, inhale, draw oxygen back in, reach the heart forward and the gaze up. Press those sits bones towards the sky. As you exhale, belly button up and in towards the spine, empty out. Pull the chin towards the chest. Let's take 2 more in each direction, moving with your breath here. And then finding your neutral tabletop pose. From here, go ahead and lower your left forearm parallel to the top of your mat. And then curl your right fingertips forward, and your fingertips might even come off of your mat here. Big inhale, and as you exhale, sink those hips back, lower that right palm onto the earth, and pull the right palm towards your body. You can rest your forehead here if it's available, and enjoy some breaths in this big heart opening. Next, inhale, slide your right palm back so that it's stacked under the shoulder. And inhale to press yourself back to tabletop. We'll sweep that left arm high. Reach, inhale, and as you exhale, thread the needle, left ear and left shoulder come all the way down. You can stay right here or curl the right fingertips forward on an inhale. And if you'd like to deepen this stretch on your next exhale, rotating externally through that right shoulder, bringing the back of the right hand to the low back, or maybe even wrapping around and tucking into that left hip crease. With your next inhale, wherever you are, inhale, think about lengthening through the spine. And with your exhale, spiral up towards the sky, picking just straight up, using the support of the earth here. Next inhale, reach the right arm high. We'll plant the right palm. Next inhale, reach left arm all the way back up. And exhale to your tabletop pose. Right onto the other side. We'll lower the right forearm here. Curl left fingertips forward. Big inhale. Exhale, melt the hips back as you drag the left palm towards yourself. Rest the forehead or hover right where you are. And breathe. One more breath. Next, inhale, slowly drag that left palm back under the shoulder. Inhale brings you back to tabletop. And then exhale, you'll take your next inhale to reach the right arm high. Exhale, thread the needle, right ear and right shoulder, come all the way down to the mat. And then check in with your lower body. Are your feet and heels wanting to come together? Can you separate those legs hip width distance apart? As you're ready, inhaling the left fingertips forward. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, exhaling to externally rotate, bringing that left hand to the low back or tucking into the right hip crease. Each inhale is an invitation to lengthen. Each exhale, an opportunity to deepen. One more big breath right where you are. Inhale, reach the left hand high. Exhale, plant the palm. Next, inhale, reach right arm up. And back to your tabletop. From here, draw both of your palms to the top corners of your mats. You can separate them wider than the shoulders. Take a big inhale to lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, sink those hips back. Heart melts down. Puppy pose. You can rest the chin or forehead here if it's available to you. And you can always hover and stay for this big opening. Next, inhale, draw your gaze up, and we'll shift weight back into those hands, planting the palms back under the shoulders once again. From here, go ahead and cross up the ankles and come back to find your comfortable seat. If you'd like, you can sit up on a block or a blanket. And go ahead and rest the hands on the shoulder or hands on the knees. We'll take a couple shoulder rolls here. Inhaling shoulders up to the ears and exhaling to let them melt down the back. Let's find 3 in each direction. All right. And then a couple of all right, with your next inhale, reach those arms high. As you exhale, press your right palm away from yourself and begin to draw the left hand to the right ear, slowly letting the left ear fall towards the left shoulder, and then pausing when that right hand is shoulder height. Breathing here, sending your gaze up towards the sky, noticing all that you are experiencing here in this pose. Staying with the breath for 3 more. Next inhale, slowly release the left hand back towards the sky. Neck releases back straight. And as you exhale, opposite way, left palm presses away, right ear draws towards the right shoulder, slowly assisting right hand on the left ear. And then enjoying some breaths right where you are. Taking note of how this side might be different from the last without any judgment. Simple witnessing. Next inhale, arms reach back towards the sky. Palms through heart center, big inhale. And exhale, release the palms to the thighs. All right, send the gaze past the right shoulder. Inhale, draw the gaze up. We'll take 3 big circles here, but take your time. So slowly use your gaze to find the ceiling and then the opposite wall, allowing your chin to come over the left shoulder and then back through center. Inhaling the gaze back up, reaching the chin towards the sky, finding length through the throat and the neck. Not dropping the head, but keeping that engagement. We'll take 1 more in this direction. Once your chin returns back to the right shoulder, draw your gaze through center. Move the gaze over the left side and move in the opposite direction. Inhaling, gaze up towards the sky, rotating over the right shoulder, chin towards the chest, feeling what's here for you on this side of the neck. Once you have completed your 3, bring your gaze back through center. Gently allow the left ear to fall towards the left shoulder. And then if this is enough, stay right where you are. If you'd like more, you can let your right fingertips come to the earth. And then slowly crawl those right fingertips away, breathing into everything that you're feeling here. 2 more breaths. Let the right hand walk back slowly to the hip if it's out, and then bring tented fingertips of your left hand to come around the ear. And on your inhale, slowly assist the head up. Don't be in any rush. We'll let that left hand come down, right ear towards the right shoulder. If you'd like to deepen, left fingertips off of the leg, slowly crawling away from the hip on an inhale. Breathing. Left fingertips can crawl back to the hip, hand onto the lap. And then right fingertips coming around the right ear, inhaling to slowly assist yourself back through center. Big inhale to sweep those arms high. Clasp the fingertips above the head, and as you exhale, press the palms towards the sky. Reach through the sits bones and bend into the elbows, or reach the elbows away from yourself. And then bring your hands behind your neck to support the head. With your next inhale, reach the heart up. Let the head fall back into the hands. Feel a spreading with the elbows. Opening here. And enjoy. Slowly allow the weight of the head to come back through center. Find your stacked spine. Arms reach high. And then all the way wide, reaching opposite arms like you're pressing the walls away. And then from here, an invitation to find a reverse prayer, allowing first the inside edges of the pinky fingers to come together. Maybe you're still out here, that's okay. Bringing the hands slowly then to meet ring finger, middle finger, maybe the palms and the thumbs. And then once you're here, noticing your spine again, stacking the shoulders over the hips, feeling this big spreading in the arms. Slowly melting the hands back away, releasing them. We'll do a little shake here. Reach out like you're holding two doorknobs and just rotate the arms. And then bring tented fingertips up to the shoulders and take 3 circles here. Point the hands back down, move over the hips through tabletop. And then go ahead and reach for your blocks and bring your blocks down in front of you to their lowest setting. We'll move into a child's pose. So bring big toes together, knees spread nice and wide, hips sit back. And then from here, reach long over the blocks and just check in with your positioning here. You want your elbows to be reaching so that your elbow's supported, but the whole forearm is not supported. So check in, maybe even moving them a little bit farther away for more length. Head can rest between, and then slowly bring those palms to face up. And you can bend into the elbows and bring palms together if it's in your practice, allowing the head to rest between the biceps and breathing. With your next exhale, slowly release those arms long. You can just walk them off of their blocks. And then we're going to move on to the belly. So draw your gaze up, and as you inhale slowly, you can either move through tabletop or stay nice and low and just move into your prone position. Moving right into a Sphinx pose, go ahead and untuck the toes. Press up into the forearm, shoulders stacked right over the elbows. Bring your gaze between the index fingers, and then with your next inhale, energetically pull the palms towards the body. Send the gaze up, pause. Inhale, lift the crown of the head towards the sky, press the earth away with the forearms. And then as you exhale, melt tension down the shoulders and the back, releasing here. So finding this place somewhere between effort and ease. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, create a little pillow by stacking the palms, rest the forehead on the palms, then into the knees, let the ankles fall side to side. Toes can reach long again. Draw your gaze up Bring your hands out to the side so that your elbows are bent 90 degrees, and then come up to tented fingertips. With your inhale, reach the heart up for a cobra pose. And as you exhale, dip that left shoulder down, peek over the right. Inhale, press yourself through center. Exhale, right shoulder dips, peeking over the left. Let's take one more in each direction. Inhale back up. You can flatten those palms, pressing all the way up for a big back bend. And as you exhale, slowly melt the heart back, palms back under the shoulders. Exhale, press the earth away through tabletop. Go ahead and cross at those ankles. Moving on to your sits bones, we'll come all the way back down onto our backs, inhaling to lengthen through the spine and the arms, and exhaling to come all the way down. A full body stretch once you arrive, lengthening. And then bending into the knees, give yourself a giant hug. Wrap your arms around your shins, forehead into the knees. Squeeze as small as you can. Find a little rocking here, right to left. Maybe up and down the length of the spine. And then squeeze everything in as small as you can before exhaling and releasing into your final Shavasana pose. Hands can be palm face up here if it's comfortable. You can also bring the left hand to the heart, right onto the belly. Staying here in your final Shavasana pose. Allow everything to release and relax. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head and imagine any tension through your scalp melting away now. Soften the forehead and the temples. Soften your brow. Relax the space behind your eyelids. As you travel down the face, notice how your ears continue to pick up on the vibration of sound, even when you give them complete permission to surrender. Relax the cheeks and the bridge of the nose. Feel a gentle warming and cooling on your upper lip with every single breath that you draw in and let out. Unclench the jaw. Bring your tongue to just rest and relax in the mouth. Soften your chin. Travel down through the neck and the throat. Relax the tops of the shoulders and the heart. Soften into the back of the heart. Travel down your arms. Imagine any remaining tension leaving the body now. Come back to the heart space and see if you can soften even more. Relax the rib cage and the side bodies. Soften the belly and the low back all the way down the spine. Giving permission for the hips and the legs to release. And traveling down past the knees, over the shins and the calves, and every single little bone in the toes and the ankles. Imagine any tension that still remains leaving the body like a liquid that's dripping from the tips of your toes. Enjoy at least 5 more full body belly stretches. Enjoy at least 5 more Buddha belly breaths. Don't be in any rush. When you feel ready, bring some movement back into the body, a wiggling of the fingers or the toes, and join another full body stretch. Eventually bending into those knees and rolling over into a little fetal position. Resting on your side once you arrive there. Taking a moment to close down the eyes and go inward, connecting with your heart. Thank yourself for showing up for this practice, for bringing total acceptance, love, and awareness to right where you are. And as you're ready, slowly press yourself up, bringing the hands to the heart, connecting with the heart space and your heartbeat. Inhale, reach the arms wide, all the way up, creating this big orb of intention and love around yourself. Draw the hands back to the heart. Bow your chin towards your chest. Again, a big thank you to yourself. And then floating the hands up to the third eye. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.